Welcome back, you guys. Scammers have been using email and telephone calls to target unsuspecting victims for years. But now, in today's social media world, the fraudsters are increasingly moving to that social media space to do so. And if you've seen the movie Catch Me If You Can, you may be familiar with my next guest here. Joining me now is security expert Frank Abagnale. Good morning, Frank. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you, Alex.
Absolutely. And, we're all familiar with your story, kind of as a young con man here, and you've, consulted with the FBI for 40 years. But now you have a new role with AARP. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I've spent the last 40 years with the FBI working on crimes against the federal government, corporations, financial institutions. And about 3 years ago, AARP came to me and said, we'd really like you to go out and help educate our 40 million members and non-members alike about all these scams that are perpetrated against them every day, which causes them to lose their home, lose their life savings, their pensions, their bank accounts. And it's been a wonderful opportunity for the last 3 years to help them develop content, video, and go out to about 10 cities around the country each year and actually talk to people and help people get a little bit educated about some of these scams and how they work and how not to fall victim to them.
Absolutely, and social media is huge right now, and I know you want to talk about something called the shopping scam, so can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, the difference today is social media, the con artist is able to find everything out about an individual by going to their Facebook page. We tell them our name, our wife's maiden name, our children's names, where we work, where we go to school, what our hobbies are, our pets' names. So, for example, if I know your hobby is golf, I might send you a pop-up where I look like a legitimate company selling a $2,000 set of golf clubs for $1,000, and you think, wow, that's a great deal. So you go and try to purchase those, and you're giving me your credit card number or your debit card number. And that was the whole purpose of it, either to get a credit card number or a debit card number or get personal information about you. But all this occurs today because all this information is out there for the con artist to get. And this is why when people get these calls from the IRS or supposedly the police department, they feel comfortable because they know so much about you. They already have so much information, but they got that because it's on your social media site.
Absolutely, and something called the Genealogy Scam, right? So what is that one about?
So that's very popular right now, so I put a pop-up up there. I'm offering that same service, but a lot less price than the real well-known companies. So that entices you to click on and buy the service. So I get two things. First, you're going to have to give me a credit card to buy the service or a debit card. And then I have to ask you all these questions in order to do that, to do the research. So I'm going to ask you your parents' name, your grandparents' names, their birth dates, where they were born, your children's names, where they were born, their birth dates. So it's a way of getting two pieces of information because both are valuable. Printed data such as birth name, social security, dates of birth, and the credit card information. So it's just another scam of getting a way to get people to give you information.
And what is it like for you personally to help people prevent this happening to them? How does that feel to help people and be an advocate for that?
Okay, if you're going to be on Facebook, I just want you to do three simple things. I don't want you to put a straight photograph, like a passport picture of yourself on Facebook, because that's an image of you. And they will steal that image, and they will put it on driver's licenses, passport applications, other applications. So if you're going to put a picture of you with your arms around your pet or your family, or a picture of you playing soccer, but not a straight-on photograph. There are too many facial recognition softwares like PitPat and Find a Face that can be used to track you based on that picture. And never, ever tell someone on your Facebook page where you were born and your date of birth. If you tell me where you're born and you tell me your date of birth, and I already have your name on the Facebook page, I'm 98% to stealing your identity. So you got to be a little smarter. Only you can protect yourself. The police can't protect you, the government can't protect you, the bank can't protect you. At AARP, we can give you information, we can give you tools, but you have to use it. You have to be a little smarter, a little wiser today to protect yourself.
Absolutely. And where can people go to find out more information about protecting themselves in these scams?
Go to AARP.org, social scams. The benefit AARP has, they have 40 million members who provide them constant data every day of scams that are being perpetrated, new scams, we learn about it firsthand. The minute we learn about it, we put it up on the site. We tell you what the scam is, how the scam works. And if you need to call, we have the Fraud Watch Network. You can call a toll-free number, speak to a live person, and they will tell you and walk you through and explain to you that what that is a scam and what you need to do. That's strictly 877-908 and 3360. And you'll talk to a live person, and if you've been scammed, they'll help you with that. If you haven't been scammed but you think it might be a scam, they'll tell you whether it is or not.
All right. Well, Frankie, thank you so much for those great tips on staying safe. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, those are some great tips there from security expert Frank Abagnale. I'm glad I could catch him when I could. We'll be right back with more of The Morning Show.